Guys, before you go on to this clip, please don't forget to press the subscribe button for more content like this. We post all our clips on this channel from the podcast. I know you're going to enjoy this quite a lot. There is much to say about. I think being able to talk about your emotions is probably one fractional, sometimes maybe more than a fractional part of solving the problem, because at first you must have to deal with the realization that there is a problem, right? There might be this pain in the darkness. You might have a thorn in your foot, but you cannot look at the foot and you cannot identify the thorn. And for that matter, speaking to somebody you pay, to understand, there might be sense to it. We do it between friends, we do it with family.
Yeah.
But to assume that either that is the solution, or for that matter, psychiatry, which is administering mathematically calculated medicines to a person's brain, not his mind, which are two completely different, ununderstood phenomena. So I think the way science approaches the mind is completely deficient. As a matter of fact, I studied psychology at one of the world's best universities. I was privileged in that way. And I remember just going through those classes, even as a 25, 26-year-old being, they got it wrong. The minute you start to tell me I'm 7 happy, what the hell does 7 happy mean? Of 1 to 10, how happy are you? I don't know. What is your 10? What is my 10? And not just that, there's several issues in the study of psychology. For instance, it studies behavior, not thought. You cannot study thought.
Yeah.
And so I've always found that art, literature, metaphor, spirituality, religion is a way better way to understand how the mind works than psychology. Maybe psychoanalysis is interesting, but that's what I come to find. The other thing I know from certain experience with spirituality is that you can say all of this theoretical stuff. These theoretical stuff, these thoughts are almost like, they're like alcohol. They get you high a little bit. And if you were to truly be high, then you would move on to the practice. If you enjoy that one sip once in a while, you would come listen to these thoughts, get a little intoxicated, and then
That's
come back.
mostly how gurus are used.
Yeah. And that is mostly what our population is used to.
Yeah.
It's that small little hit, and then I can move 10 days and then come back for it. And so I get all these thoughts. I have a sense of them, but there are access points to it. Meditation is famously, or the different forms of meditations are many different access points. And you recommend a lot of meditations. There's a different set of meditations you talk about. Can you tell me a little bit about the meditations?
I always start with people to work on their body first, because that is the root. No need to talk about your branches and flowers and mind and all that. First, unpollute your energy on the body level.
Right.
Move a lot, work with body, shake your body, express your body, dancing and everything. 50% of your problems will disappear from there only.
From dancing?
From dancing, from physically expressing. Like I was telling these guys that I got saved from my social darkness. I started to learn martial arts and painting. I survived that because my energy was finding its expression. I would create, I will punch and everything. Shakti needed to flow. Not a problem needed to be solved, What somebody is doing when they're talking about it, their problem. They want their energy to flow, but they intellectualize it and make it flow, but actual energy did not flow.
Sure.
Hence, it can't help you. We are energy beings. We are not thought beings. So that is the first realization I want people to have. See yourself as electric being. Right now we're talking, it's happening purely in the now. Thoughts are secondary, shadows. Otherwise, this present movement, this is what we call Hanuman. This pure eternal present going on. Amit Vikramaya means eternal action going on by itself. So that is what, for that you use your body, you use martial arts, you use creativity, you use Tai Chi. Because there is a martial arts, for example, Yang movement, aggressive. Tai Chi is Yin movement. So you have to know both your movements, how to be Rudra, how to be Bhadra, how to be hard, how to be soft. So Kundalini meditation, you shake, which is very Rudra. Dancing is balance, and sitting still is very Bhadra. So till you do not know the extremes of your being, you cannot do any work in between. People just work only with Bhadra, but when it comes to Rudra, they close their eyes. So that dark aspect overtakes you. That's what our dark side is, shadow side is.
Shadow, yes.
So it's working essentially with the energy. And of course, with the other techniques, slowly then you go roots wise up. From the physical aspect, you work with the energy. your sensuality, your sexuality. Have no judgments. Look at it in a sacred way. Even relate with a woman more from a sacred aspect. See her like a goddess, not some girl, some idea. Then third is thoughts, creative thought, not a repeated thought. Then dialogue from the heart. Then who you are, throat. 5 elements, but basic trouble is with the first 3 chakras. Physically, we are blocked. Sensually, energetically, pleasure-wise, we are blocked. Thought-wise, we're crammed with too much internet and thoughts.
Agree.
Now you expect self-realization, forget about it.
I don't even expect peace at that point. Self-realization is still a far
Yeah.
stretch, right?
But we are not being practical, that you have to first oil your machinery.
Right.
You have to work with the body. And you start to get joy out of it, then that joy is the point, not enlightenment, not liberation, that joy of movement. Why you think this is going on? You think it's some efficiency? It's a abundance and joy of energy which is forming mountain, rocks, galaxies and galaxies are taking birth. And once you acknowledge that joy and bring that joy to your life, you become the Brahma. You are the Brahma, but it's not a concept. It's the way you move. That's why I was saying in Tai Chi, you move. We have 3 movements, in us. Any given moment, mental movement, this mind, I want to pick a cup, right? Then there's the emotional movement that I like something, I'm going for it, emotion. But at the same time, it's a cosmic movement also. Nothing is your personal movement. How to come from the mental movement to the cosmic movement in you? That is the Swadharma aspect. So that can be experienced from head, you shift to your navel center, the primal animal into you, and we judge that animal.
Yeah. I think all of society is a moral superstructure to do away with that animal, right?
Look at a child, no?
Sure.
He's touching, first 3 years is in bliss. He's just feeling from the navel. All enlightened people become navel centered. All the people in darkness are mind centered. Everything is a thought, a concept. But here in your belly, hara, which martial arts use, which is your intuition center, there you're connected with the cosmic database. You just know what is right thing to do. You don't need justification.
Right.
And that's the point of it.
That's
the juice of it.
There is a point in my life where I was very anxious, as they say it. Lot of worry, lot of stress, lot of thinking, lot of fear, all of these things happening. And I had a friend who said, Prakhar, she said something along the lines of, you don't act from your intuition or instinct or something of that nature. And in that moment, I was like, I don't even know how to access my intuition. Like, I know what you're saying. I have previously been able to do that. Now I think I'm somewhat regaining my intuition. But for a long enough period of time, I didn't know what my intuition or my instinct was. And I feel like you're coming at something similar about the navel. Am I like,
Yes.
yeah, so what is happening there? Like, why am I not able to access my intuition, and what does that have to do with my navel?
Repression of sensuality, sexuality disconnects you from intuition.
And sexuality does go down at that time. At least the base act of sexuality. When you're that stressed and whatever, it's common knowledge.
Because then that is the way to release it. When you're in stress,
Right.
your Shakti has no other way. So you want to release it, release the tension. But point is, if you are disconnected from your sensuality, you cannot stay connected with your navel center. You will come somewhere here up there. Even this is blocked because emotional repression. So this diaphragm is blocked.
So you don't breathe
So you
properly.
breathe up only.
Right.
That's why there is a erectile dysfunction happening, because you're not breathing till the end. In Taoism, they say you should breathe till the foot thumb. It should go all the way down, but our breath stays up here.
How does it go all the way down?
Prana, not the air, man.
Acha, okay.
Your whole body breathes. You know that? If I paint your body with oil paint, you will die within 2 minutes, because every cell breathes in the prana and breathes out the prana. So your whole body should breathe in. Then you will feel, I am the cosmos. Cosmos is breathing in, breathing out through me. That is the experience of this navel center. You are not separate. This is the mother center. You're connected with the cosmic network from here.
Right.
And that is what your Swadharma is. This design, you are aware as an instinct that what you are supposed to do in life. But that is repressed to make animal adult slave in the society.
Well said. Right.
So the whole process, if you look at it in detail, we are being trained to become slaves. All education system, everything is saying, be nice to others, be obedient. Means what you say matters, what I feel does not matter. So we are disconnected. So there's one technique which works very powerfully, that this circulation of spine in round. You will start to get centered into, no, you have to do it slowly. You do it very, very slowly and feel where the movement is coming from. It is coming from the base. If you keep on doing with awareness, you will get centered there. It will take a week. Then you will feel you are a different animal sitting in the room, because your whole attention has moved from the mind to the navel.
Very interesting.
And also you will feel sexuality. But if you don't have a judgment or want to ejaculate and release, that is your power gathering. You see, samurai has a big bellies, not because they're fat. Your energy starts to gather. They would judge somebody's wisdom in Japan through how big their belly is, because they're carrying that. They're not here, huge heads. This is no head at all. Head does not exist, belly exists. There, you are a vital, charismatic energy being.
Very interesting.
For example, if you are doing Tai Chi kind of thing and in the belly, you will feel females are getting attracted to you.
Just automatically.
Just automatically.
Well, that's a secret.
Many guys will say, yes. Let's connect with Tai Chi.
कल से Tai Chi बुलाओ भाई घर में.
Because this is, I see guys talking to girl, मैंने ये किया, मैंने वो किया, वो उसको देख रही है. अरे be here, feel her vibration.
Right.
क्या तू बातें कर रहा है, बता रहा है. मतलब this is very childish. You know?
Right.
You're not looking, you're not feeling what is sitting. But when you are here, you sense. But people get uncomfortable because if I can feel you, you can't hide from me.
Spot on. If you can make eye contact, there is no hiding.
There is no hiding.
Yes.
And if you're seeing from belly, not just looking and here and there, you're just seeing, I just know what's going on. And that's why we are avoiding any kind of energy connection, energy touch. As I said in one video that only time when rebellion happens in society is when couples fall in love. They connect with their energy. Though don't give a shit about anything social. They say, I don't care. I will die for her. Where that is coming from? You first time become aware of a different joy. Now you don't want to let it go. Yes, marriage will kill it.
Sure.
That is different.
Yeah.
You killed it. But that energy is what courage is.
Huh.
A warrior who lives there, he is not afraid of dying because he knows this energy, the joy of it is so amazing. And this center protects us also. Animals live from this center. If I am connected here, you come to talk to me, I know whether I am going to like you or not. Not by the judgment. Just my system will say, nah.
Right.
Another is smell. If I don't like your smell, it won't work. Nothing will work between us.
Because?
Because smell is related with the body. Your first introduction of your chemical wisdom is through the smell. If my nose does not like your smell, means something in your system, frequency, it won't work. In Africa, there are some marriages happening by smelling each other. The smell you like the best is the one you marry.
There is science to that, yes. Mm-hmm.
So that science is hidden from us. Everybody is perfumed. Then you feel betrayed once you marry. Then you say, oh shit, she smells.
No, spot on.
Marriage is not going to work.
Right.
So
the research is that you are able to tell your immunological, like how well you would go immunologically when you try to make babies by the smell. And this is an ancient technology available to us. But the scents have actually hidden it from everyone. And it's a real thing, yes.
Yeah. I tell youngsters that, when you want to get into a relation, tell her not to take shower, tell him not to take shower for 2 days. Then meet, then smell each other. And now being more visual,
right.
Send me your picture when you wake up in the morning.
Right. See you
I
at the lowest.
want to see that face and smell. Then I'll decide. Now you're being very practical,
Right.
This is most practical thing. Chalo beta, ek dusre ko smell karo, then you tell us whether you like or not,
Right.
That should be the thing.
That relationships fall apart at their lowest. And so you must be prepared for the worst. Like when it is kind of okay or good, there will not be a falling out as such. It will not destroy the relationship. But it is when you wake up in the morning, when you look your ugliest, that
Yeah.
the other person will be turned off. Or when you haven't showered in 3 days and smell the worst, that the other person will be turned off.
Yeah.
And so my very trivial advice to people who ask me about relationships is make sure you know how you fight. Because that is the worst moment you are having
Yeah.
in some way, right? How ugly that gets will determine the future of your relationship.
You see, as I say to people, which is Aghori way, which is more like organic way, I have to, if I'm in a relation with you, I have to allow you to hate me also. I have to allow you to angry with me also. Because you are a whole rainbow of emotion. I welcome all aspects of you. Only then love will sustain and maintain. But we say, you can't get angry with me. You can't say this. You can't be irritated. Then I am being tamed into a nice guy all the time. If I can't get angry, my energy needs an expression. So other is available for that and not judging it, I will feel more love because I can flow.
Right.
I remember once I had a big breakup fight with my girlfriend and we fought with each other and she slapped, I slapped and everything. I thought it was over. But that very evening we fell in love again. Because 2 years of garbage gathered, released into slapping each other and I'm not propagating slap.
Yeah.
Just talking about that. Right today, I don't feel like talking to you.
Right.
It doesn't mean relation is ending. I need to go away. This should be accepted and allowed. Because coming together means next clap will come when both hands are away.
Right.
So it should be breathe in, breathe out. Be
Right.
together, be away. Sometimes I don't like you, it's okay. But we start to doubt, why I'm not feeling love?
Right.
Is it ending?
Right.
So you see, energy expression. Same is about that in relations, that if I am attracted to a woman, that means I am a human animal which will attract other women also. I shouldn't be told, I'm not saying go and sleep. I shouldn't be told don't feel that.
Right.
Whom you're trying to deceive, he must be feeling, she must be feeling.
Right.
Accept it.
Right.
Only then she's alive and expanding. That's why she will love for you. But if you ask her to shrink and open only with me, that's not possible.
And therefore, nobility is possible. That I have all these females I am attracted to, but I reserve my intimacy for you. The choice of reserving my intimacy for you, that nobility, I think comes from the base that, yes, there are options. There are many people. I cannot blind myself to the idea that I am not attracted to many people or she's not attracted to many people. Am I understanding?
And, yes. And there is a science behind why to maintain one relation also. That whenever we have physical intimacy with somebody, there is an exchange of karmic patterns also. If you're sleeping with too many partners, your whole system gets confused. You start to live other people's karmas. It's not hunky-dory happy thing, I fuck around and I'm fine. No. Your whole system is being corrupted because the electric exchange, sir. And with that, I am taking in your personality. Haven't you seen certain company within 2-3 days you start to behave differently? What is happening?
Right.
Exchange of karma. So multiple relations, you start to live other people's karmas into your system. So once you understand this, then you will choose one partner, but you will give out a fragrance that will attract, you respect that, be friends. But physically, you have to be kind of having your own Durga, your own fort. Nobody else should enter. But that I can maintain if I'm allowed to walk around also. Not to feel suffocated by the will or jealousy of one person.
Right.
That way the friendship has to be there. This is another human being who decided to be with me. So has as many friends. For example, your personality need many kind of expressions. One woman or one man is not enough. Psychologically, I mean.
Sure.
With some people, you feel certain talks you cannot talk with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Talk with them, express with them. So you're knowing all your colors.
Right.
That brings in your
Right.
rainbow of what love is. It's a rainbow. Heart also has 7 chakras.
The heart itself has 7 chakras.
Because it's an expression of 7 energies in us.
And those energies are?
All 7 chakras.
Okay, fair. ठीक है, I understand. Guys, अगर ये सुन के आपको भी लगा वाओ, मैं भी ऐसे सोचना चाहता हूँ, मैं सीखना चाहता हूँ ऐसे कैसे सोचते हैं, तो क्या करना है? सब्सक्राइब का बटन, सब्सक्राइब.